I've been using Final Cut Pro for a while now, and it still amazes me when I discover cool new techniques to add to my editing arsenal. This particular trick I learned from Peach Pit author Lisa Brennis a few years ago. I can't really think of a way to describe it, except that the effect involves the use of the blink filter to create a frenetic, quick-cut style that is particularly well suited for action footage or music videos. Being a visual guy, it's probably easier if I just showed you, then we could look at how I built it. Here you see a timeline with 2 clips in it and a music track composed in Soundtrack. Let me play a few seconds for you. As you can see, there are a lot of quick cuts between the clip on V2 and the clip on V1. And if you're paying attention, you'd notice that there's no physical cuts in either clip. Let's walk through the steps. I'll start by double-clicking the sequence labeled Snowblink in the browser. To keep things moving, I've already added the bass clip of the skier and the music track. I'll turn on the audio waveforms by pressing Apple Option W on the keyboard. I'm also going to make the tracks a bit bigger. A cool little tip if you want to enlarge just the audio tracks without enlarging the video tracks is to hold down your Option key while dragging on the thin divider line, separating the tracks. If you look at the waveform, you'll see these large spikes, which indicate the snare drum hits. These spikes that are close together indicate a rhythm change. Instead of quarter note snare hits, we now hear eighth note snare hits. This rhythm change in the percussion track is often referred to as a turnaround, because the rhythm changes temporarily before turning back to the original rhythm. Turnarounds are also a great place to put visual effects because the staccato nature of the percussion underscores the effect. Next, I'll move my playhead to the first spike in the turnaround, which is around 3 seconds. Then drag the V1 source button to the V2 destination button to target this track for the next edit. In the browser, I'll open the Skier Clips bin, then double-click the Snowboard Jump 2 clip to load it into the viewer. By pressing F10, I'll overwrite this clip into the V2 track at the playhead location. To add a filter to the clip, there are a number of ways this can be accomplished. One way, of course, is to select the track, then choose the filter from the effects menu. But there's a third way that many people are not even aware of. Notice these little buttons here on the left side of the timeline. These are called Auto Select buttons, and currently they're all enabled. With the Auto Select button enabled for a particular track, you do not have to actually select a clip in order to apply a filter. The filter is applied to any clip that is directly under the playhead with its Auto Select buttons enabled. For example, if I move my playhead directly over both clips and apply a sepia filter, the filter is applied to both clips on both tracks. I'll undo that last step. If I wanted the filter to only be applied to the clip on V2, I would simply turn off the Auto Select toggle for V1. Now I'll reapply the sepia filter. As you can see, the filter is now applied to only the clip on V2. This is an amazing shortcut if you ever need to apply a filter to more than one clip on different tracks. I'll undo that last step to remove the sepia filter. Next, I'll make sure my playhead is still parked over the clip on V2 and the Auto Select light is turned off for V1. From the effects menu, I'll choose Video Filters, Video, Blink. Now I'll back up the playhead before the drum turnaround and press the spacebar. That looks pretty good, but it needs some work. After watching this effect, you may have noticed 2 things. For one, the duration of the blink is a bit too slow to keep up with the 8th note snare hits. Second, once the playhead moves beyond the clip on V1, the blink goes to intermittent black frames. Let's fix both of these issues by double-clicking the clip on V2 to load it into the viewer, then click the Filters tab. By default, the blink is set up to keep the image on the screen for 3 frames and to turn it off for 5 frames. I'll change both the on and off durations to 2 frames, then play the effect. With the 2-frame blink, the clip below is revealed, then hidden in an alternating 2-frame cadence. Generally, you will find this setting works well for most popular music recorded in 4/4 time, because the 2-frame blink pattern follows the quarter note patterns in the song fairly well. And even if the blink isn't dead on, who cares? It still looks cool, and you are able to do it in about a quarter of the time of cutting up your video track to match the beat. And now for one more fix. If you move your playhead beyond the end of the clip on V1, you'll notice that the clip now reveals alternating black frames. I'm sure you can guess why. The blink filter is applied to the entire clip on V2, and where there's no clip directly beneath it, the blink in its off state reveals black. So what I need to do is limit the duration of the effect so that it ends where I want it to. I'll move my playhead to 4 seconds in the timeline. This is approximately where the drum turnaround ends, give or take a frame or 2. Then set a marker. If you look in the viewer, the marker we set in the timeline also shows up here. This is really helpful because we can use this marker as a visual reference point to trim the effect. If you look closely in the viewer timeline, you will see 2 black vertical bars at the start and end of the clip. These bars represent the start and end point of the filter. To trim the filter, place your mouse over the bar at the end of the clip. your mouse cursor turns into a left-right facing arrow. This is your cue to drag. Drag left until that black bar lines up with the marker. Now hit your home key and play the effect. Now the effect ends exactly at the end of the drum turnaround. That's pretty dang cool. Hope you enjoyed this tutorial. I sure did. By the way, this tutorial and more is available as a podcast you can subscribe to. Just click the link below, then click the Ripple Podcast link on the main menu to subscribe to our podcasts. Thanks for watching.